have a new camera! Well, it's a new phone, but it's a way better camera! Oh my gosh! I'm so excited! Okay, so I wanted to do just like a really laid back sort of a look into what I do as my go-to makeup look. So this is what I do on a sort of day-to-day basis when I don't know what to do or I just want something really quick and simple. This is what I do. And I thought we could just kind of chat about things as I go along. So let's just get started. God damn it, I forgot to clip the old hair back again. Why? So yeah, I was on a 4-year-old phone. It was the Samsung Galaxy S3. So that thing was getting, pretty old and redundant. And now this is the LG G6. This is literally, I just got it less than an hour ago. So it's not even fully charged, and hopefully this works out. So this isn't really like a tutorial or anything. This is just me doing stuff. Putting stuff on my face while you watch and I talk. Because I don't do that very often. Usually I'm like telling you what I do as I go along, but I thought this would be a nice change of pace. And I kind of wanted to talk about stuff that I want to do on my channel in the future, because those of you who know me know that I am kind of a nerd. I like a lot of different things that aren't beauty related. And so I started an Instagram account like a month and a half ago, and that kind of reflects that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I always leave it in the description box, but it's the same username as what I use on here. It's palegirlchic, all one word, lowercase. And so it's kind of been reflecting my personality a lot. So I post like beauty stuff, and then I also post nerd stuff. So what I mean by that is like I love video games, anime, manga, comics, all that fun stuff. I'm obsessed with Sherlock, Harry Potter, a lot of stuff like that, and I wanted to start integrating that into this channel as well. Just because that's a true reflection of who I am as a person, and I want to do that here too. And so in the near future, I'm going to start talking about like video games, anime, TV shows, movies. Not necessarily all reviews, sometimes just discussing certain aspects. But the first thing that I'm going to be talking about is Uncharted: The Lost Legacy, because that is something that I just finished playing, and I have some thoughts on it. It may sound really negative. That sounds negative. It's not. I mean, there are a few things about it that I feel need addressing. But yeah, I want to share my thoughts on that, and obviously I know that not everybody who watches my beauty videos are going to be interested in that sort of thing, and that's fine. You don't have to watch that. And then I also know that people who want to watch those videos aren't going to be interested in watching these videos, and that's fine too. But I feel like these are videos that I want to make, and it's also going to make my channel a little bit different, because I'm going to have beauty, I'm going to have sort of like these other things, and I feel like you don't really see that out there. You don't see people doing both. And so it was just an idea I had, and I'm going to try and do it. And we'll see how it goes. Like, I took so many notes the other day after I finished Uncharted, I was like writing notes, trying to compile my thoughts, because I knew if I didn't do that, I would be all over the place when it came time to talk about it. I'm the type of person where I get a lot of thoughts, and like I'm good at writing reviews. I've never actually done a spoken review on camera, so I mean, I need to get this down properly. Kind of do it justice, you know? So I'm hoping I can do that. I don't want to just be like, well, this happened, and then jump forward in time. Oh, that happened, and I want to be organized as much as possible. And this is that same little brush I tried to use for the purple eyeliner the other day. I thought I would use it for spot concealing and see how that goes. Still don't know why I'm getting these breakouts. I really don't think it's anything related to what I'm using on my face, because they started happening before I started using any new products. It's like they're very surface pimples. They don't go very deep under the skin. But they're bothering me. I'm not used to having pimples, you know. I haven't really had this problem since I was, you know, a teenager. Which was a while ago. I mean, I'm 28. And that's where you say, oh, you don't look at Liana. Thank you. Thank you. Another thing I wanted to talk about, which is, it's kind of a weird thing. So I'm like the type of person who, I kind of lurk online on the internet. I read a lot of stuff. And I've noticed like there's this weird thing, I want to call it like the pale community. The pale community. They're a weird bunch. I don't know if you've ever noticed that. I don't know if you've ever come across this before. They're a weird bunch. What I mean by this is, I feel like there's this weird, almost like competition to be like, well, I'm paler than you are. No, I'm paler than you are. And it's like this weird contest I see in the comments section of people's videos or like different message boards, and people are trying to like out-pale each other, which is a very weird thing to do. It's not a contest. I mean, you don't see people with other skin tones doing that. It's a really weird thing. And like another thing I noticed was I used to subscribe to somebody on YouTube. I'm not going to name her, and I stopped because of some stuff that she said totally unrelated to skin. It really bothered me anyway. And the weird thing I noticed about her, and then it was a trend that carried over to a few other different people at the time, was that the lighting kept getting brighter and brighter and brighter, to then they look pure white, and you couldn't tell what any of the products looked like. And at first I thought, okay, maybe they can't get a handle on their lighting situation, you know, maybe they're struggling a bit with that. And then I thought, well, wait a minute, maybe they're trying to hide something, because I would look up these products that they were using, and you would see other people doing this too, and they're like, I ordered what they suggested. I thought we were the same shade, and we're not. So then you're like, oh, are they just doing this to try and look a different skin color? Which, again, that's very, very weird. Just be proud of whatever skin tone you have, whether you're light, you're medium, you're tan, you're deep, you know, like, I don't get the point in trying to come off as something that you're not. It's bizarre. And then the other thing about, like I said, the so-called pale community, there's a lot of racism. That's very disappointing. Not sure why that would be, but it's not nice to see that. I notice some of it I think is just ignorance, but like I'll see something about like Liana, if you know who she is. She's a huge YouTuber on here. She's got probably like 1.5 million subscribers, and she started working with Too Faced to come up with shades for women of color, because their shade range is quite limited. And there were just a ton of lighter skinned people like attacking her and saying like, we deserve shades too, and like calling her names, and it's like, well, wait a minute, the majority of the shade range is for you. Like, geez, calm down. That's not cool. It's really not nice to see. And then, you know, like a lot of the YouTubers, like actual YouTubers, not just people you see online, but YouTubers who end up getting in trouble for racism, they often do have very light skin, and I just think, oh God, you're giving all of us such a bad name. With all that's going on in the world right now, that's the last thing you like to see, is more of it online and on YouTube, where everybody has such a huge platform, they could be making a difference, and instead they're just attacking other people, and makes me really sad. And I just felt like I wanted to say something, because I've seen a lot of it lately, and it's not right. What do I have to do next? I have eyebrows. I bought this the other day. Never used it before. Well, I mean, I used it once. I mean, I'd never used it before buying it the other day. It's kind of got these like weird little hairs in it. Because often if I'm just trying to do a quick look, I don't want to fuss a lot with my eyebrows. I'm trying to do them as fast as possible. And it's really easy to just like get rid of any excess that might get on your skin, which is good if you mess up. I've been rereading Harry Potter lately. That came out when I was about 8 or 9 years old, the first book. I'm at the end of the 4th book right now. And I've kind of been like watching the movies as I go along. So it's kind of fun to see like, what did they change? What did they keep the same? If there are any other Harry Potter fans out there, you must let me know. We need to bond. There are so many of us around the world. And also rocking my Deadpool shirt. My brother gave me this. Just going in with this palette that my best friend gave me. So I usually just take a little bit up into my crease, because I kind of just like to create a little bit of depth in there. And let me know if you like this filming setup. I've been filming in front of my window, and I hope that the lighting is better for you. If you prefer the way I had it the other way, you can just let me know. I'm trying to get the lighting, you know, as natural as possible and accurate as possible here, because I don't have any additional lights, obviously. I only have natural lighting. And then, where did I put it? My color switch, just rubbing that off. I usually just put a sweep of a shimmery shade across the lid. It's not super shimmery. But we're going for a natural look anyway, so. Or at least I am. Nothing fancy. A little bit of inner corner. So one of the other things I'm probably going to talk about for non-beauty is one of my favorite shows, Orphan Black. If anybody else watches that. It's kind of a niche show. It was a Canadian sci-fi series that ended this year after 5 seasons. And the lead actress, Tatiana Maslany, is just like perfection. I love her. The one thing that really annoys me about it is that as a Canadian show, you would expect it to be very easy to find in Canada, and it's not. That's really stupid. Because I was looking online on Amazon the other day. I usually order stuff on there. It's nowhere to be found, but Amazon.com has it. Like, okay, Amazon, what you playing at? Oh, great. I'll be right back. I fixed it. I like to wear cream blush on days like this. So what are some of your favorite movies, shows, books, comics, video games, that sort of thing, if you have any? Obviously, you probably have favorite movies, TV shows, everybody watches those. But if you're into sort of the other stuff, I would love to know. Oh, and also I bought my own tripod, so we're not going to have any of that handheld nonsense anymore. That was a one-time thing. And this camera, or rather, this phone, which has a camera, has filters that you can add, but I don't do that sort of thing. Just so you know, this is my face. That's not gonna change. I could do that, but I'm not going to. And I like to use sort of a kind of pinkish mauve toned lipstick because I feel like it's closest to my natural lip color. And this is, again, one that my best friend got me. And I'm wearing a little bit of lip balm already, just to hydrate. It also kind of makes it a bit less opaque. Voila! I hope you enjoyed this little chat. Perhaps we'll have more in the future. And I hope you look forward to some different content from me. And if you are not into that sort of thing, feel free to skip it. You can just watch me paint my face. That's fine too. I'll see you next time, okay? Have a great day.